Na 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 na. It's the end of the year. Everywhere on TV, couples and Christmas trees, gift wrapping and cheer. Just the worst time to be without someone special.
Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adobe Okonkwo Abakpero. On this channel, I make videos about productivity, lifestyle, building a career in the US, as well as just living my best life. If those are videos that interest you, then you should definitely consider joining the family by clicking the big red button down below that says subscribe. While you're at that, make sure to turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified every time I have a new video up on my channel. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys actual things that you can do to reset your life in 2023. In the past couple of months and past couple of years, the word reset, the word resolution has been overused, and now it's just like a cliche. And a lot of people still don't know what that means or what that entails. And that's because it's such a subjective interpretation. So it leaves it in the minds of those who are saying it or those who want to do it to interpret it as they would. Now that makes it a little bit more vague and not very clear. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys several tips that you can do or several things you can actually do 2023 that is guaranteed to move your life from right now to the place you want it to be in the next couple of months. If you're looking for actual ways to reset your life in 2023, then you're in the right place. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll be sharing with you all the actual things you can actually do in 2023 that is going to move your life and move you to the next stage and also set you up for success. First thing you want to do is reflect on your past year. Unfortunately, you're still in the past year, which is 2022. So you want to take some time, sit down. It could be just relaxing or doing absolutely nothing, or even just working out, doing anything you love doing but still thinking about the year. But I would advise you be in a quiet place so you can really reflect without any distraction. The goal of this is to identify what went well, what didn't go well, what were the areas you feel need some improvements in your life. The goal of this also is just so you know and identify the areas that you want to work on in the upcoming year and also prioritize them better. The next point is, once you have done your reflection of the past year, which is 2022, you want to start setting goals for the upcoming year. I have a detailed video on how you can set goals, realistic goals, and achieve them in 2023. If that's a video you're interested in, I'm going to put a link in the description box, and it's also going to be in the card somewhere here. I highly encourage you to watch it. It's a detailed video on how you can set realistic goals and also achieve them. Create a plan for 2023. Now, when you're setting these goals, you want to make sure that those goals are SMART. So what do I mean by SMART? SMART means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So if you look at your goals that you're setting for the upcoming year and you see they fall into those, they check all those buckets, then you're good to go. Like I said in that video, all the parts of your life, they are all important. But if you're prioritizing everything, then you're not prioritizing anything. So I highly encourage you to pick the top 3 areas of your life, or highest top 5 areas of your life that you really want to improve on in the upcoming year. Now, this would not only help you prioritize well, but it's going to help channel your energy towards those things. And when they're smaller goals, they're easier to attain and they don't look so daunting than when you want to achieve like 100 goals. You know, nobody has 100 goals they want to achieve in 2023. At least I haven't met anybody. You get the gist of it. The next thing you want to do after creating your goals for 2023 is to come up with a plan. Like they say, action speaks louder than words. So just saying you want to achieve XYZ doesn't really actualize itself without the plan. So what are the things that you're going to do or put in place to make sure that you achieve those things or achieve your goals? Again, I have a detailed video that talks about how to set realistic goals, how to create a plan, and how to achieve your goals in 2023. I highly recommend you watch that. So I'm not going to beat this more than it needs to be beaten. Another area or another thing you can actually reset or actually do to reset for 2023 is to declutter your space. I cannot tell you how important this is. This does not only affect your mental well-being, but it also affects your physical well-being. Just removing things that you feel are unnecessary or just moving things around in your house goes a really long way. Let's take my workspace for example. I used to have my workstation at this side of the room, and I used to have my beauty station at this side of the room. That worked. It was fine. Then I decided in preparation for 2023, I wanted to breathe a fresh air. I wanted to do something new. And guess what? I just literally moved my workspace that was here to this place, and I moved my beauty station that was at at this side to in front of me. And now it gives me that sense of a fresh start. Everything is looking new. Like I just moved to the house, moved into this place. Like right now, even though we've been living here for more than 1 year, getting rid of things or just moving things around, reorganizing your house can go a long way. Another thing I encourage you to do is go into your closet, look around your room, take a notepad if you need, and then type or not type, write out all the things that don't make sense where they are currently at. See if you can reorganize them. See if you want to take them out. And when you're throwing things away, instead of completely throwing them away, I'm very big on if it's still working, there's no need to throw it away. And that's why I end up holding a lot of things. Now, what I do is I take them to Goodwill because I know that somebody else is going to appreciate it more than I did. And what that does to my mental brain is it doesn't make me feel like I'm throwing away stuff. It just feels like I'm giving somebody else this thing that I do not need anymore. So that's one way to go about it, and it has been working so well for me. I went to my closet the other day. I did exactly that. I took out all the clothes that I hadn't worn this year and the clothes that I didn't really want to wear anymore, and I packed them. Like more than half of the clothes I had, I took to Goodwill. And entering my closet now, just there's a fresh of breath air. There's no clothes like hanging and dangling everywhere, because quite honestly, I hardly go out. And then seeing all this amount of clothes that I've never worn or I barely even use just hanging there gathering just didn't make any sense to me. So you can definitely try that. So declutter your workspace, your home, reorganize your home. It definitely goes a long way in giving you that sense of a fresh start. Like that's a must. That's a definite must if you want. If you're taking anything out of what I'm saying today, make sure you declutter and organize before you enter the new year. Now, another thing I want to also mention is there's this saying, at least when I was working in ad agencies, being in a place that has trees, plants, it helps make your creativity, it helps to boost your creativity and your mental well-being. And that's why I highly encourage you to invest in getting plants. Invest in getting plants because they do go a long way in not helping with your health, because it just refreshes the air, especially we that were living in Minnesota, that every air that is coming into the house is dry because outside is super cold and they're just trying to keep us warm. The plant helps to just purify your air, and instead of using actual purifiers or humidifiers, the plant also does that. So I highly encourage you. They are very inexpensive. You can go to IKEA and buy a bunch of them for really cheap. Make sure you get the ones that do not require, because if you're not a plant person, taking care of plants can be quite a work. So you want to make sure that you're getting the ones that don't die off even if you don't take care of them properly. Some of the plants that I recommend are the snake something. I'm going to put a screenshot here. This one, I was literally away for 3 months and I came back and it was still intact. I mean, just 2 or 3 leaves died, but it's still growing. It doesn't grow. I mean, I haven't seen it grow more than the length it's currently at, but it was still healthy. Another plant I also recommend is this one. I don't know what the name of this one is called, but I'm going to put a link in the description box. I also have one just above my workspace there, and I think it's called the Epsponium plant or something like that. It's the hanging plant that just sprouts out and just keeps growing. I really like it because it just adds aesthetic to my workspace. It helps boost my creativity. Like anytime I get tired, I just look at the plant and then it's almost like I'm getting that eureka moment, like yes, that, you know. So I highly recommend you incorporate plants. So go to IKEA, get them. You can also go to Lowe's, you can go to Target. Many of these grocery stores actually sell plants, but I highly recommend you go to IKEA because they're way cheaper there, and you can get them in all sizes. So the bigger they are, the more expensive they are. So if you don't have a lot of money and you want to start small, that's something to consider. Point or 6th actual thing you can do to reset your life in 2023 is to make sure that you're prioritizing your mental and physical well-being. So if you need to go get into therapy, get into therapy. As a Nigerian, when we hear therapy, we think therapy is only for mad people. But since I moved to the US, therapy is for literally anybody. If you're going through stuff in your life, there's so many things happening in one's life that one person is not able to really assess or even understand all of these things happening, right? And then back home, it's everybody's just suffering and smiling because we just see it as part of being an adult human. But most of those things are not normal. So if you need to see a therapy, then definitely do it. It doesn't hurt. Just having somebody else that is neutral to vent to, that has absolutely no connection to your life, it goes a long way, quite honestly. So if you need to do that, then definitely do that. Then one thing I also recommend recommend is try to incorporate some form of movement into your life. Like it could be exercising, taking a walk. There's this video I found on YouTube. It's a 30-minute walk, but that stuff kicks your ass. Like when I say kick your ass, it definitely does. And it clears the mind. My husband always says that it really does like clear the mind. I haven't experienced it. The only thing I've experienced is whenever I walk out and I get to walk or do other things, I feel lighter, like I feel better. But I don't think I've gotten the head clear that he has talked about. Maybe because I haven't been consistent. So I definitely recommend you try it out. Get into some form of movement. It could be taking a walk around your house or taking a walk around your street. It definitely goes a long way in just putting you in shape. Then finally, you want to cultivate positive relationships. Think about all the friends and all the people you made this year. Who are the ones that you know you have to completely shed off just because of all the negativity? Like you don't want any negative vibe going into 2023. So think about it. Who are the friends you want to move into 2023 with, or who are the friends you want to just let them be in 2022? And as much as people hate to say it, friendship goes a long way. Like it can impact your mental well-being. So if you're friends with somebody who is constantly negative and just constantly making you look bad or just like not giving the right friendship vibes, then you should cut ties with that person. Like there's absolutely no reason why you're sticking with that person, because the person is just going to keep downing you and all the negative energy is going to go back to the universe, and then all that is just going to manifest in your chi. So you don't want that happening in 2023. So make sure you reflect on that. And then if there are good friends that you've made this year that you definitely want to keep moving into 2023, I highly recommend you just send a simple thank you message, like, just something appreciating them, a text message, a call. Let them know that you care about them. Let them know that you're excited to have them as your friends. This might sound very cheesy, but it definitely just helps the other person feel appreciated that they have you as a friend. So I highly recommend you do that. With that said, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, like this video, share, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, don't forget I'm Adobe and I make all the content around productivity, lifestyle, building a career, and just living my best life, or at least trying to. So I definitely encourage you to support my channel. Even if you don't want to subscribe, leave a comment, like this video. It definitely helps in pushing my content to the right people who would be interested in it. And it also just helps YouTube, tells YouTube that this is a content that people like. So please help me by subscribing, sharing this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.